Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, everyone on the call. This is Dan Anderson in Oxford, wishing you a hearty welcome to this week's Global Associate Meeting. Now, I'm sitting in the Oxfordshire office, and got to tell you that it's a very, very hot day. I mean, we've had fantastic weather in the UK over the weekend, and here we are sweltering away in the office. And I am blessed because we like to have nice weather like this. And I'm doubly blessed because today is my 13th wedding anniversary to my lovely, lovely wife. So it's been 13 long years and no one could be more happy than me. Well, and of course, she would be very, very happy to be married to me as well. So, okay. But no, so I'm going out to this evening. So I'm very, very pleased to be doing this on my wedding anniversary. So no particular announcements to celebrate this, except to say that just happy to be here and happy to be building a business with all of you. So we got some recognition. This is the President's Month that I want to just emphasize. We got LEOcoin and some news features that Mihir, our Director of External Affairs, will be taking you through. Events and value packs and this, that, the other. So it's kind of a normal run-of-the-mill GAM, if you like, but it is this weekly pulse feed, and I try to do these as often as I can personally, because I think it's important for all of you to sort of hear my voice and to hear that all is good, and all is good. We have our drama that we're dealing with, and we have our legal battles that we're dealing with, and we have some issues and situations and people from the past that we're dealing with, but it's kind of all under control, despite what you may or may not have heard to the contrary, but we're in good shape. The business is kind of just resting a little bit now because we had a great bit of sales pressure on until last week. This week we have sort of a little bit more of a cruising week, which is absolutely fine. Sales are going to go up and they're going to down. But we have some major recognition come through because we've had sales at very, very strong levels on a global level. So without further ado, I'm very, very pleased to be doing the congratulations for Mr. Armin Schneider. Who is one of Leo's old friends, and he's certainly one of my old friends as well. And I'm just checking now to see if he's online, but no, I can't see him, which is a little bit sad, because I would have liked to invite Armin to say a few words. He kind of joined the business right back in 2012, and it's been part of our story ever since. And without him, many things would have been different, Leo, because he is the original sponsor of Angel, which kind of started us up in Hong Kong and started up in the Asia Pacific region, and big things happened from there. And of course, he's an old networker and he's a leader, and he's been a top performer in 3 or 4 different companies before. And it's nice to be able to recognize him now as our newest director, because he would probably, and he won't mind me saying this, he probably would have expected to go director quicker. But it's not always that a plan comes together the way that you want the plan to come together. And so for all of you who are dealing with people who are not moving as fast as they feel that maybe they should, Armin is kind of your patron saint, because he would have wanted to move much faster as well. Having said that, he has built a phenomenal business and he's had a phenomenal income. And I'm just really pleased that he's now gone director, because he is a genuine human being. He's a good person. He's a genuinely good person that I have a lot of time for and a lot of respect for. Now, no one is perfect, and Armin's not perfect, and I'm not perfect, but he is a good human being. So congratulations, Armin, and to all of you who know him, send him some heartfelt congratulations, because I think this meant something to him, and all power to him from me and everyone on the corporate team. Now, we've also got Mr. Chunbao Han, who has gone to director, and again, this is a person that I don't know as well as I should do, to be honest, but it is what it is, and our business is getting to that stage now when you are joining a brand, or you're joining a movement, and so we got to the stage where we got such a large business that it's impossible to keep track of every single human being. But congratulations to Chunbao Han, out of the Asia Pacific region. We also have another one who is an old friend of mine, Liang Gang Chu, and this is a person that I've met on many of our events, and he travels around, and again, we don't speak a language in common, But when two people meet and their hearts are open, the language doesn't matter. And the Angang Chu has got one of these energies, one of these auras that precede him as he walks into the room, and the light kind of just goes up a little bit. Very, very positive fella that I'm just very, very pleased to have as a marketing director, which is someone who's then in his weaker leg has turned over 1 million RP. So congratulations to you. The next person is our national marketing director, Bao Chao Wen, or as they say in Chinese, Wen Bao Chao Chai. And he, as you can see on his photo, he is also one of these people who's got a larger-than-life character, positive attitude like you would not believe, and goes through all the difficulties with a smile on his face. And congratulations to you for being our newest and our latest national marketing director. So good for you. Now, as we go in, we have this promotion that they came up with here in the office, and I have to tell you, this was not actually my idea. I don't need any recognition the President's Month. To be claiming all of July and the first 2 days of August for me is not necessary really, but the President's Month is about just giving you that little push, that little extra incentive to go and find someone and help them become associate, because this is what we're doing for Mauritius, this is what we're doing for qualifying for that incentive, and here's another reason to help a new member go associate, because if you find someone, help him, you'll get rewarded, they'll get rewarded, over and above the plan, you each get an extra £500 worth of bonus in your ownership account. And this is running now to the 2nd of August, and there is no limit. If you've got 2 or 3 people on the go that you're trying to get to Mauritius, I was speaking to someone just over the weekend who says, well, I actually sponsored 3 people that I thought was going to help me, maybe help me get to the Mauritius thing, and then one of them dropped out, so now I've got 2. We'll qualify them both. Happy days, good for you. So there's no limit. So qualify for this incentive again and again and again. And if it works, and if it's something that floats your boat and you like it, then maybe we'll extend this incentive. But if it doesn't work, and it's kind of not sort of something that really makes you drive harder, or if we've overqualified people for Mauritius, then maybe we won't. So go out there, do it now, and rise to that challenge. Now, I'm going to introduce you to Mihir, who is our Director of External Affairs. And for those of you that don't know him, Mihir joined our business where I kind of headhunted him from a supplier who was a PR consultancy firm, where he was an equity holder in that company, and he was kind of at a senior level. And I had to make him a crazy generous offer to grab him and get him across to here. But it was worth every single penny of it, because Mihir has made a difference to this business that few people can lay claim to, which is why he's on the board, which is why he's one of the people that kind of drives innovation and PR and manages our profile out there in the marketplaces. And so the parliamentary stuff wouldn't happen without Mihir, and the connections to politicians wouldn't happen without Mihir. So very, very pleased to have him on the team, and very, very pleased to have him on this GAM to share with you some of the stuff happening around LEOcoin and some of the stuff that's happening around media and PR. Mihir.
Thank you very, very much, Dan. Delighted to be speaking with all of you this afternoon. Loads to share, loads going on with LEOcoin, and yeah, look forward to sharing some of that with you. Just one thing to mention just before I start is we had some corporate people, and I popped down to Mauritius last week to check out the venue, to arrange the event, to plan out what will be an incredible conference and holiday next year. And let me tell you, having been through the event now with the supplier, having talked to the resort manager, having seen the rooms, having checked out, made sure the beach was good enough for our Leo members, just really, it's going to be an event like no other. It's going to be the best holiday perhaps you've ever been on. It's going to be the best conference Leo's ever held, and I'm really, really looking forward to sharing it with all of you. If you've qualified already, congratulations. You're going to have a week next May that you will never forget. It will be an incredible few days that we'll have there in Mauritius. And if you haven't qualified yet, if you've not brought in those 2 new associates just yet, what on earth are you waiting for? It's a holiday like no other. It's a paradise island on earth, and I want to see as many of you there as we can before we run out of spaces, before the resort is full. because you really don't want to miss out on this one. It's the best one that we've ever had. So that said, let's talk about LEOcoin. Loads going on with the upgrade. So as hopefully all of you know by now, we're a couple of weeks into this transition period with the upgrade, which ends on the 21st of July. Now what that means is there's the new LEOcoin wallets that you can download from leocoin.org. There's the upgrade.leocoin.org website that gives you all the step-by-step instructions that you need to move your old coins out of your old wallet and receive them into your new wallet. It's as simple as we can make it for desktop wallets. For those of you on the back office, it's even easier. You just need to hit accept on the internal platform, and guess what? You've accepted that your coins have been upgraded. And for those of you who already have coins on LiveCoin or Leo Exchange or DABTC, then you don't need to do anything at all. Your coins have already been upgraded, and all of those exchanges are now trading the upgraded LEOcoin. So it's rolling out across the sector, and we're very pleased with how it's going. Those of you who are already playing with your new LEOcoin wallets, I hope you're having fun with them. There's some great features there. I've seen a lot of stuff on Facebook. I've seen a lot of LEOcoin wallet groups that are building up, because obviously you can have group chat on your LEOcoin wallet. So I've seen some people use it like a WhatsApp group or a WeChat group or something, where they're talking about Leo, they're talking about LEOcoin, and they're doing it all from the comfort of their own desktop wallet. They're doing it within a LEOcoin wallet, which is something that is very cool on a basic level, but also is something that you can't do on any other wallet around. And we're very pleased with how that's working. We're very pleased that we're creating this sort of LEOcoin community all around the world who can now connect with one another, chatting from wallet to wallet over in a way that has not been possible in any other coin. And if we go to the next one, and we can see that, well, if I click to the next slide, we can see that across the markets there has been a recognition, there has been an awareness of what's going on there with the upgrade. I think, what, about 2-3 weeks ago now, the price sort of jumped, I don't know, about 50% in a week or so, really sort of spiking up. And what's good about that spike is it jumped up and it stayed up. It didn't keep on going up and up and up and up. That's not the way normal real things happen. It went up there and it sort of stabilized at around a new higher price. And we think that's down to the upgrade. We think that's down to more and more people trading the coin. That's down to record volumes across LiveCoin, across DABTC, and people just starting to understand and realize the potential of LEOcoin. And if we look across the sector, you've seen that, well, in the last month or so, Bitcoin has crashed, well, almost 30%, perhaps 33% as also in terms of the Bitcoin to dollar price. Ethereum went crashing down, again, a similar sort of percentage. And in that environment where the biggest digital currencies in the world are falling, we saw LEOcoin holding steady. We saw LEOcoin going up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit, and sort of stabilizing around its price. And that's encouraging, that's reassuring, that shows a strength and a depth to the trading and the volumes and the price of LEOcoin, that even when all this crazy stuff is happening in the wider sector, there are real solid fundamentals backing up LEOcoin. There are solid fundamentals behind the currency that make it a stable place to hold money, a stable place to trade, and a great coin as well. And what we really see, what's really been gratifying, is that it's not just me saying this, it's not just you talking about it, it's the news as well. More and more people across the media, more and more digital currency magazines are writing about LEOcoin and are impressed with what we're doing. So there's a couple of articles worth sharing here from NewsBTC, from Finexio, from Live Bitcoin News, and a few others all over Facebook and all over the GAMs that talk about the revolution that LEOcoin is pursuing, that talk about the innovation on the coin, doing things that no other coin can do, and even when other coins claim to have similar features, we're doing them better. People have talked about anonymity in Bitcoin. Anonymity has been achieved with LEOcoin, both through the private chat and the private transactions. It really is a leap forward in the technology. And as we draw to the end of the upgrade window, that's the 21st of July, we expect more and more people to start to accept and understand what LEOcoin has achieved here. So right in the middle of the upgrade process, we're very pleased with how it's going. We're keen to see how it develops, and there's so many more new things we can do with our new wallets, with our new blockchain there. It's something that's given us the potential to drive LEOcoin forward, to always add the best technology, always add the newest ideas. And let me tell you, over the next 6 months, towards the end of this year, there'll be the next upgrade. There'll be the next lift in what we're doing with LEOcoin, and we're very excited about planning and scheduling that as well. But right now, this first upgrade has taken LEOcoin to a new level and puts it ahead of almost any other digital currency in the world. Beyond just the LEOcoin news, there's been some great coverage in Home Business magazine, and this is about people who have a fear of missing out. Well, you can read the article there. This is about people who don't know what they're doing wrong, about why they can't build the business. Now, Leo was obviously mentioned in the article as an example of a company with a solid duplication system. And the reason that's interesting for all of you on this call is that this Thursday and every Thursday, we have duplication, getting started training webinars for you. And I cannot recommend these enough. The one in English this week is on Thursday at 2 o'clock. Thanks, Andy. And Andy Hansen, our expert global world trainer, will be running that webinar. And it's one absolutely not to be missed. So if you are having concerns, or even if you're not, if you just want to up your duplication skills, up your understanding of the company, get some ideas about what you ought to be doing better, then I highly recommend these webinars, not just for you, but for your prospects and for your new members as well. So that's where we are on the LEOcoin journey. It's one of growth and stability, and it's great to see the media responding more and more to Leo and LEOcoin. And with that, I'll hand back over to Dan Anderson, who can talk more about some of the events that we're doing all over the world.
Thank you, Mihir, and thank you all. So let me see, I just had a little notification that someone was on the call that I wanted to be on the call. I don't know how to get this to play here now. Something went wrong. Bear with me a minute. I know, right? So I'm going to invite you at the end, Armin, but somehow I've lost my GoToWebinar interface. But what is cool about the business at the moment is that the business is building in different communities, joining this multicultural business, joining this global organization. So we have English people, and of course these are people whose families, etc., come from other countries in many cases. And in this particular case, there's a group of South Asians, I think specifically from Pakistan, in the UK, who are building now in Germany and in Austria and in Hungary and all over Europe, and using their connections and their social communities and their network to leverage their Leo business in exactly the same way as the Chinese are building outside of China, into Asia Pacific and into South America and all over. And we are seeing that Leo is capitalizing on this globalization of the planet, where there are people all over the world, and I think this has always happened, really, to be fair, but with the connections and the connectivity that we have through social media and through emails and through telephones, and the fact that the world is getting smaller and smaller, people are using this to build their Leo business, and it's just really gratifying to see. We have Mr. Sami Osman, who's a gentleman that I met in Cairo, a very, very good and dear friend, and we're doing a seminar later on this year for entrepreneurship in Cairo, together with some very, very big speakers and leaders, and we'll be starting to talk about that in the next coming months. But he's also, of course, building in Sudan, and it's nice to see that we have leaders now coming onto our business from Africa, adding to the multicultural spice of Leo, and all power to you, Sami. We are going ourselves to Côte d'Ivoire on the 15th of July for a live seminar, and we've already got over 1,000 tickets sold to hear Andy Hansen giving it large on how to be an entrepreneur and what the key skills of entrepreneurship are. And again, this is something that I'm very, very pleased about. The Côte d'Ivoire market is turning into a little bit of a secret weapon for us, because from there we're networking into the entire region around it. And so we're very, very pleased about that. So we're incorporating, and we're sort of setting up infrastructure there. based on the phenomenal response that we've had, just the same as we've done in Morocco and other markets. So I kind of like this, that we're sort of doing that all over the place. At the same time, little Dan Anderson, together with the great Paul Southworth, Order of the British Empire, and Deputy Lieutenant of Northamptonshire, a member of Leo's advisory board. Together with Paul, I'm doing a training here in Oxford, literally 15 minutes up the road from where I am, for all of our UK business. And so people from Birmingham can come down for that, and people from London can come up to it. And this will be a Discover Leo with member recognition, rank awards, etc., etc. So if you have any people in the UK, the 15th of July, not this coming Saturday, but is it this coming Saturday? Wow, it's this coming Saturday. We're doing this event here in Oxfordshire, and I'm very, very pleased indeed. So if you want to come, if you've got prospects that you want to send, if you've got people that you want to attend this event, send an email to events@welcometoleo.com, and we will look after them and make sure that they are treated like the VIPs that they are. Now, the 888, or as they say in Chinese, Ba 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 tour is in full swing, and we've finalized pretty much all of the details around that now. Starting on the 1st of August, going through to the 8th of August, 8 events in 8 different cities, 888 being a very lucky number in China, is pretty much sold out now, with the exception of 1 or 2 locations where there's a few seats left. So this is going to be one of the road shows of all road shows, taking me through to places that I've never been before, despite my sort of 15-year association of doing business in China. So very, very excited by that, and doing that again together with the inimitable Mr. Andy Hansen. To not put too fine a point on it, he's doing all the hard work, and I'm just going to go around there and wave. So that will be very, very good. But I will still be shattered, and I'm going to go on holiday shortly after that when we come back. Dubai Executive Trip, 6th to 10th of October 2016, will be the executive trip of all executive trips, because this one is the big one. Actually, we've got more executives than we've ever had confirmed to attend this event. So this is the biggest executive trip that we've ever done. We've revitalized and looked at the entire agenda to make sure that we, whoops, now I've really messed up a little bit. Oh, there we go. So where is my GoToWebinar platform? This is, bear with me, people. I'm just trying to multitask. We looked at the Mihir, what did you do to my computer? You broke it, didn't you? What? Do you want me to unmute something? Yeah, you can do that later then. So, Armin, when it's your turn, at the end of the call, we're going to invite you to say a few words as an old friend of Leo. And very, very cool that Mihir can actually do that for me, having broken my computer. Mine's working fine. Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? So we've looked at the sort of the standard things that we've done over the years, and some of them, especially the Bedouin tour camp, was getting a little bit old for me, and I really hated it last time because it was kind of just a bit shabby, to be honest. And just telling it like it is, people. But we are doing something this time, which is something that is pretty much on everyone's bucket list, that normal people would never be able to access. It's a VIP lifestyle thing that you will just, it's one of those things that you'll come home and you'll tell your friends about it, and they will be green with envy. We will reveal that just before we get to Dubai, and we'll sort of show you some of the stuff. But this is kind of one of my aspirations for the executive trip, was always that we can give people a taste of the lifestyle, that we can give people an opportunity to feel what it's like to be a global marketing director before they are a global marketing director, to help people who are executives get to that next rung of the ladder, which is director, and to give them a taste of what's to come for them, if you like, in terms of lifestyle. So this, for those of you who still want to come, if you're an executive and you've already been there, this would be the one to buy into. If there was anyone that you would buy into, this is the one, because we're going to do some special stuff here. If I say to you the Atlantis Hotel, then I don't need to mention any more than that. You'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. So this will be quite spectacular. Very, very pleased about what I see there. And of course, the Leo Carnival. Mihir Magudi has just come back from a preliminary scouting trip to there and stayed there for a week on the grounds to kind of have a taste of what our treasured leaders will be experiencing next year in 2018. And you know how people talk about stuff and you can hear it in their voice and see it in their body language. He had a good time, and he met all the events facilities and all the events people there, and they talk about having, what was that word, actors, no, stage, what? They have a cast. So this venue has a cast of staff to kind of tell you that they want to give their guests an experience that is larger than life. You will have access to all of the facilities. You'll be able to swim in the barrier, in their version of the barrier reef. You'll be able to go fishing. You'll go diving. There'll be so many activities. It's just unbelievable. The little reading between the lines of Mihir's experience there. And the way he talked about the rooms and the facilities of the hotel, it just sounds like paradise, which is what we wanted. Now, you have still time to qualify by building your Leo business, doing good work and getting someone up to the associate level. You can qualify yourself there. Now you have to do route 2, 3, and 4. Don't delay, because we have only 300 qualifiers that are able to be at this venue. 7 nights in paradise. And go to the website, Mauritius 2018.learnandlearn.com, and get a feeling for what you will be experiencing or what you will be missing out on. Route 1 has expired. Some people qualify for that, but Route 2 until the 31st of October is still open to you. Now, knowing what direct sellers are like and what networkers and salespeople like, everyone's going to be tempted to do things at the last minute. My recommendation and my advice is don't do that, because the Chinese are going to just munch up all of these tickets. Now, at the moment, we have 162 rooms remaining, and we're only 1 month into the incentive. That tells you that the 300 will be gone just like that. Now, how do we know that? Well, we know that we have people who are in the running for qualification right now, and we see in our back office systems, in the data, we have 235 from the Asia Pacific region. We have 22 in the Dubai region, 32 in Europe, 7 in North America. So basically, we have 300 people who are close to qualifying for a room, and rooms remaining only 162. That means that 2 people are fighting for 1 place. That means that 1 in 2 are going to be disappointed and not qualify. Make sure it's not you or someone on your team, because to do a half-hearted effort right now would be a mistake, because I suspect that these things will be sold out and qualified out certainly by September, maybe by the end of August, depending on what people do. So if you're starting to feel a little bit of a fear of loss, that would be an appropriate feeling. Now, for those of you who thinks that this is tough, if you think that this is tough, then you're not wrong. Of course it's tough. Everything is effort. Everything is making a commitment and doing the thing. But you have much more power than you think. One of the things that we want to train new people on is that it's not that hard to do once you've done it. In other words, when you get started in your network marketing opportunity, you're driven on raw excitement, and that's absolutely fine. Most people get more traction in their first couple of weeks of doing their business than they do for the next 2 years. But harnessing that energy, harnessing that enthusiasm into doing the right things is what the Getting Started Training webinar is about. So we're running this now like we do on Monday. We do 2 GAMs every Monday, one for the Chinese-speaking community and one for the wider world in English. And on every Thursday, we're going to do exactly the same thing. Now, this coming Thursday, our training consultant, Mr. Andy Hansen, who's one of the best trainers in my professional career I've ever met and had the pleasure of listening to, is doing it this coming Thursday. That's at 2 o'clock UK time in English, and if you have any Chinese-speaking people, then it's an hour earlier than that at 1 o'clock. This is part of your Leo training system, which saves you stress, time, energy, and money, to help the new member get started and help them to reach associate in their first 30 days so that they can qualify for Mauritius, so that they can help you qualify for Mauritius by helping 2 people do that. So prepare for the training, get your people to take it seriously, get them to download the guide. If you have to do it for them, download the guide. It's available in 8 languages. It's about building a business. It's about having a systematic approach to building a business, which is the only thing that drives duplication. And this is good stuff. This is the best stuff that I've seen since 1989 and joining this industry. Now, as you know, we have had to change the exclusive members bonus, so over and above your e-learning products and your live seminar tickets and your access to all of the wonderful world of Leo products, we also have given you a special exclusive member bonus of LEOcoin on a mining rig service deal. So you get used to get 1,500 over a year. Now it's 1,260. We've kept that as generous as we can afford to be, but the movement in the market of LEOcoin is such that we might have to review this very, very shortly as well. But we want to keep it at that place where you can get a customer to benefit straight away from the advantage of proof of stake. So that means that they have to have 1,000 LEOcoins in order to stake them, and we will do that for them on the back office. So this is still there, still makes perfect sense, and still something that will help you drive those product sales. Now, Leo Smart, again, don't give up on Leo Smart, because if you thought that the app would do all the work for you, of course that would never be true. But it's now available in China. We're seeing an uptick and an uptake of that on the Chinese download areas. It is available on Android, it's available on iOS, and we are working very, very strong on Leo Smart 4. We're going to increase the number of languages, we're going to increase the usability of it, we're going to make sure that it's a little bit more intuitive for a new person to use, and this is part of our future, and we're taking those baby steps towards where you run your Leo business on your phone, nothing else required. So use it to get to Mauritius, train your people how to use it, and push it very, very strongly, because this is part of our future. Leo Banking. We are some 34 days out from Leo Banking being launched, so that's when you'll see what the concept is for the first time, and you'll be able to join the Members Association for the first time then as well, which is very, very cool. Now, we've had meetings here in the UK office all of last week. We've got a project teams in the areas of IT, marketing, data, compliance, operations, so we've got sort of a whole team of people working on this. And it's very, very strong. The concept is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. We are sort of in consultation with legal and accountancy firms, especially in Sweden. And when we present the idea to them, you can just see that their eyes go, ooh, something going on here. Who's the company behind it? Can't tell you. It's a secret. Of course, all of you people know, but the consultants that we're speaking to are thinking that this is someone like, well, some of the big people and big players in the field. Because the idea is that strong, to build a closed members community globally using a credit union methodology where we can do honest banking with integrity and do sort of something that the world, the zeitgeist, the spirit of the times that we have now is that we can do a Sharia compliant bank that is not greedy, that is not too big to fail, that doesn't need to be bailed out, because the members are the owners, benefactors and beneficiaries of this bank is something that is really flying to the spirit of our times. So I have sleepless nights about this. This is going to be the big one, and you are part of it from day one, and you are just lucky, lucky Jesus. So the Leo Banking Ownership Platform, as you know, is open, and as you know, when you get your ownership awards for your sales efforts and selling our products and getting to those rank awards, including the ownership awards, you have a choice to make. Do you put it into LEOcoin or do you put it into Leo Banking? And I can't advise you on what's the best way forward. Either way, you win. It depends on if you want to win quickly or if you want to win big over a little bit longer period of time. They kind of feed off each other, but do you want to own a bank or do you want to own one of the biggest future currencies of the world? Kind of up to you. And both ways you win. So happy, happy days. So call to action, President's Month, a little incentive to help you get another £500 worth of ownership award for you and the person that you help to associate. Do it, and you can repeat it, and you can recycle it, and do it again and again and again. The number of places for Mauritius, as you know, is finite and getting smaller every day. Do not miss out on that. We are now planning our 2019 event schedule as well. And again, it is a bit stupid to talk about it now, but some of the options that we have for that is insane. So we'd be very, very pleased to be talking about that when you get to Mauritius. We are going to give you a decade of larger-than-life opportunity. We're going to give you a decade of change your life, change the life of everyone that you care and love, because the lifestyle opportunity here, the things that we're doing together as a great big Leo family will be amazing. But you have to do the work to get there. So get on to the live seminars, get your team there, get your guests there, use it as a prospecting tool, use it as a way to build interest and get them to understand what Leo is all about. And if you have the ability to go to the executive trip on the 14th of, by the 14th of July for the October one that we're doing next, if you've already been, if you go there again, this will be like going back to the very first one, except that this will be raised to a higher level. So focus on the Leo Smart, download the new wallet, synchronize everything and get your LEOcoin exchange by the 21st of July. Just do it. There's technological reasons for that to do with end factor changes and difficulty changes of the blockchain. This is good advice. Do not procrastinate. Do not put it off. Get it done now. Do it today. So this is Dan Anderson in Oxford saying thank you very, very much for being on the call. And if Armin Schneider is on the call, we're going to ask Mihir to unmute him and see if he's got a microphone and access and can actually participate and just share his perspective on Leo and the journey that we've been on. Armin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, Armin. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Had some problem to log in because of the new Windows 10 system. It's different. It's a difference to Leo. Yeah, the upgrade worked very well from the beginning. Yeah, and Microsoft.
And every time Windows upgrades, it never works though, does it?
Yes, the big Microsoft.
But listen, I was promoting you on the Chinese call earlier, and I said that you are one of the most stellar, the most supportive, the most loyal people to Leo, and one of our slowest directors ever.
Yes, of course, but I made it up. I made it again. Yes, you know.
Exactly. So tell your story and share your story with the people. There's people from all over the world on the call.
Yes, maybe there are now many people on the call that don't know me very well. I joined Leo in October 2012. Yeah, and then there was nothing at the beginning. Only the vision from Dan. I spent one day with him, and I had to join because of this vision. And yeah, together with my former wife, I went to global marketing director and then gave back the position to her, to the Chinese market, and I started again. And when I hit director again last week, I remembered an old saying: winners never quit, and quitters never win. And you have to believe in what you are doing. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in Leo, and then it will happen, slowly or faster.
I imagine that there's many people on the call who are in this place where they love Leo and they want to move their Leo business forward, but their results are not coming as fast as they thought they would. What would be your advice to them?
Never ever give up. It's the only thing. You have to build, and you have to join all the webinars, you have to join the big events, you have to stay focused on what you are doing, and you have to believe in what you are doing, and then it will happen. And every Sunday I'm hosting this Discover Leo webinar. You can see it on the Leo webpage, but I'm only hosting this webinar when there are only 1 or 2 attendees. Sometimes, but I'm doing it. Yeah, for these 1 or 2 attendees, maybe these are the people who will get some tips. Yeah, to build that team, and then it will happen. You only don't have to give up and work as hard as you can. But in these webinars and also my trainings, I'll tell the people some examples, not only from myself, because I'm really independent because of Leo, because of my Leo coins, because of my big downline, and maybe I have the biggest downline in Leo with 110,000 members, and it happened. The matching bonus happened slowly, but now it's a big income. Yeah, and you only don't have to stop working. Sometimes there are some challenges coming into your life, but you have not. You don't stop focusing on Leo and what you are doing, and believe in this business, because it's the most. It's the most beautiful business in this industry.
Oh, bless you.
I'm
So thank you.
Thank you. At the beginning, I never stopped feeling this.
Yeah, no, fantastic, Armin, and congratulations again on going director for the second time. And I look forward to seeing you at some events out there in the wider world. But that is hearing it straight from the horse's mouth of someone who's done it twice. So congratulations. And I want to sort of just add to that the business is simple, but it's not easy, and the business will challenge you, and it always will do, because anything worthwhile achieving is always going to be something that you have to work for and something that you have to commit to. It's a little bit like I was joking earlier that I'm actually celebrating my wedding anniversary today, and we've been married for 13 years, my wife. We have 2 beautiful boys, and the marriage is something that you have to work at, and I'm certainly not a perfect husband by any stretch of the imagination, but my wife is perfect in every way. So that is something that I have to be cognizant of all the time. But it's not an easy thing to make that work, and it's not an easy thing to make a business work. But anything that's worthwhile having is worthwhile working on. And I think that's true for Leo as well as anything else in life. So this is Dan Anderson in Oxford saying thank you very much indeed for your kind attention and for giving up your 45 minutes to have this call and listen to the update that's going on. The business is in phenomenal shape, and we're just getting ready for the next big growth. So this is Dan Anderson in Oxford saying thank you very much indeed. Over and out. Speak to you next week.